All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Elden Ring video. It is JFam. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I hope this video makes your day much more better-ist. More betterist. We all know that's not a word, but it was fun to say. Let's get into the video. So, I am going to be talking about the best summon in the game. Now, let me just start this video off by saying if you are one of those people that want to challenge yourself or you want to beat the game with certain standards or certain builds, this video is not for you. I wanted to beat the game regardless of what class or what what people say on Twitter or what the Souls community say about Moonveil or Blood Lost classes or Rivers of Blood. I could care less. This is my first Souls game, Elden Ring is, and I wanted just to beat the game. So I used the most overpowered stuff. And now that I'm doing New Game Plus, I'm going back and I'm doing a different build, strength build. But I wanted to share with you guys what I use up until the very end of the game, what I use to beat the game. So the most overpowered summon in this game is the Mimic Tier summon, even after the nerf. They did a patch and they nerfed the Mimic Tier summon. I could only imagine how good it was then. I did not have it, but like I said, it is so good compared to any other summon, and I have it max ranked. I believe you can rank it up to +9 or +10. But I'm going to talk about in this video the strategies I use when I'm using the summon and just overall why it's so good. Number one, if you do not know, the Mimic Tier summon copies your exact class that you are using. So if you are using, in my instance, the Rivers of Blood Katana, as you can see in the background video, my summon has the Rivers of Blood Katana. Now, your Mimic Tier summon is only going to be as good as the build class that you have. So make sure you keep that in mind and remember that. I'm also running a lot of dragon spells, and this is a blood loss class. Now, me mentioning it's a blood loss class, I like it because it's almost 2 times easier to inflict blood loss on enemies that are susceptible to blood loss, which makes it really, really nice and really, really convenient. And once again, really, really cheesy to some, but I don't care. I wanted to beat the game, so it doesn't matter to me. So as you can see in the background, what I like to do is kind of sit back, spam my dragon spells, while most of the time, if I'm lucky, these bosses will focus the Mimic Tier. And it has the same amount of health as me, so it's pretty strong. It takes a while. You can see the Elden Lord is beating the tar out of this guy as I spam Swarm of Flies from a safe distance, and it's just eating him alive. Now, the second part of this boss fight was pretty difficult. I'm very surprised I survived, but I'm glad once again that he focused the summon where I was able to kind of sit back, come in, and you can see I can get a couple hits in on him because he's distracted by the Mimic Tier. But this was a very difficult fight. But that's my main strategy, is that I like to sit back and in the beginning just get him really weak. Sometimes these bosses are really, really, really susceptible to rot. So I'll sit back and use the dragon spell that is the rot breath and just inflict rot constantly on them. Or other times I'll look for an opportunity where he's really targeting the Mimic Tier, and I'll come up behind him and just hit him with a couple swipes of the Rivers of Blood blade. But as you can see, he was just tearing me up with this stomp. I probably should have jumped, but this was the first time I actually fought him, so I really didn't know what to expect. But you can see I got lucky by him targeting him. And if you're fighting the same guy, be careful. You'll notice mid-animation, he will take no damage. So I come up, swipe on a couple times. He doesn't take any damage in that animation, but I get lucky and catch him with a swipe. But other than that, I just encourage you. I'll put a link in the description how to unlock the Mimic Tier summon. You can follow that link. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.